welcome back to Wolfgang High School here for Wolves Esports action between Wolves White and Kentucky Country Day School Imperium. This is going to be round number 2 between the teams, and I'm joined here by Mr. Will Hurst. So let's take a look at our champ select and see how they're doing. Now, this time, it looks a little smaller, doesn't it? Well, no, it's the right size. Looks like the Wolves White is getting a Udyr.
An Udyr and a Vi band from the Wolves White this time. Let's see who they pick for that third band. They're sticking with those target bands that they had to try to make the Imperium team play with some uncomfortable champions. And I think that's the exact band order that they had last time with the Pike, the Vi, and the Udyr.
Well, we do see a new band from the Imperium team. That Nasus band is no surprise after Blake went off on that Nasus last game. And also a Warwick and a Draven.
Yep,
band.
And the Imperium team logging in that Yasuo to make sure that the Wolves White team doesn't get a butt. The one thing with them banning Nasus, Urgot is a really strong champion right now and someone that Blake is very comfortable with. And then the Wolves White team also getting that Jax again, which is a wonderful jungler, and they're able to take full advantage of his abilities right there. It's going to be interesting who we see. Another J4 pick, it looks like.
Yep.
Which Jarvan, he had a good game last game, and definitely a strong jungler. But the Wolves White team's communication and teamwork there just kind of shut him down. He might try a new strategy out here to see what he can do, and then it looks like is that
a Rennington pick.
Yeah, it looks like he will probably be a top lane, and they're going to switch that Yasuo and Renekton there. And a Vlad for the mid lane on Wolves White. That's going to be an interesting mid lane right there.
Looks like an Ezreal band from Wolves White.
Ezreal definitely a strong ADC. And the Misfortune band on the from the Imperium team.
You know, we sort of expected that after Misfortune went off in that first match. I mean, I think she finished with 10-1, 11-1.
Yeah, some crazy stat line.
Yeah.
So
well, her ulti is just so powerful. If you're in the way of her shots, you're gone.
Yep, and team fight, she is just absolutely devastating because she can just stand back and keep shooting you. And are we going to see a?
We saw a Blitzcrank.
A Blitzcrank
band, yeah, and Sona.
And
Sona.
Yeah, Sona. And a Kasai AD carry pick for the Wolves White team, and a Caitlyn. Caitlyn is a strong ADC. She has the longest basic attack range in the game. And then an Alistar pick for the support.
Maybe.
He's got good team fights. I don't know necessarily how well he works with Caitlyn specifically, but or Tom Kench. An interesting pick right there. A lot of people are playing him top lane right now. And then the instant lock Thresh for the Wolves SWAT team.
I'm surprised they didn't ban the Thresh, although they had other bans in mind there. You know, they were looking out for Misfortune and Nasus and definitely that Warwick. So...
yeah, I would definitely say Imperium probably should have banned the Thresh there instead of the Blitzcrank, because that the Thresh it would have been a lot harder game on the Wolves SWAT team if Thresh had not landed so many hooks. Yeah, but it is a little bit harder to land hooks from the red side just because the camera angles are a little bit different there. But still, I am very confident in Thresh's ability. Got a pretty good team comp. Not a whole lot of lockdown on there's a lot of slows, but no real like roots or anything like that on either team really, except for Jarvan's ultimate that traps you in a circle, and Yasuo's knockup.
All right, we're going to take a minute here, and we're going to go over our starting lineup first. In the top lane, we have senior Blake Blackburn. In the bot lane running ADC, we have junior Blake Halsey. And his support is junior Dylan Profit. In the jungle, we have junior Matt Riley. And in the mid lane, we have junior Logan Creech. So that is your Wolves White for spring 2019. We also want to take this time to thank our wonderful esports sponsors, Appalachian Wireless, Mountain Telephone, Licking Valley Rural Electric, Farmers and Traders Bank of Campton, Whitaker Bank of Campton, and Sweet Art by Stephanie of Campton, Kentucky. So thanks to all our esports sponsors. We are about 2 minutes away from the loading screen and round 2 between Wolves White and Imperium. If you're just now joining us, make sure you hit that like button, the subscribe button, and the little bell to keep up to date with all your Wolves esports action all season long.
Looks like we're going to see a pretty good competitive match right here from the Wolves White and the Imperium team. The jungles again are pretty even with the Jax and Jarvan pick again, and that Yasuo and Vladimir mid lane that will definitely be interesting to see. Don't see Vlad played very much right now, but he's always been a pretty consistently good champion. And then we see Urgot in the top lane going against Renekton. Renekton, infamously strong, pretty much throughout the game. Gets pretty tanky, but Urgot right now is definitely one of the stronger top lane champions, and Blake does not have any issues playing with him. He's a very good Urgot. Then in the bot lane, the Tahm Kench, I don't see Tahm Kench picked very much for support anymore, so I'm not used to his playstyle. But he can do a lot of damage. People are playing him in top lane right now because of so much damage that he can dish out. So it may be an issue for the Wolf SWAT team. And Caitlyn's crits are very, very devastating because she gets that one guaranteed crit every 8 hits. So it'll be a really interesting matchup here. It will probably come down to the Wolf SWAT team's ability to work together as a team, which they have definitely shown over this entire season here that they do not have any problem with. They just keep getting better and better with that communication back and forth, and that is what has been winning them games. And it looks like our spectator delay is going to come up here in just a second, so we can go ahead and move on over into the match, and we will be back with you in a second. And we're going to go ahead and jump into the game here. And it looks like we've got everyone loaded in and going out to the lanes and to the jungle camps. We're going to see the Wolves white team here watching for an invade on that jungle.
Is there no sound from the game? There's not? Ah. There we go. All right, here at a minute into the game, we see both teams setting up. All right, and an early engage here in the red buff as Imperium looks to secure it very quickly. Just for reference, the Wolves White is the red team this time. They are coming from the top right, so Wolves White is the red players.
Yep, we got a hard leash there from the top lane to help Jax get that early red buff so he can come in and try to get this level 2 gank after he secures that camp if he's got enough HP left. And we're really seeing the difference right here with this Caitlyn lane where she has all that extra range. She's going to be able to poke Thresh down. And the early ignite coming in from Tahm Kench. Him taking a lot of damage and Thresh healing that back up with his potions.
And Jarvan coming down to kind of put some pressure on that bot lane. Leaving Jax to invade into the enemy jungle and try to get some of their buffs. So, Imperium unaware of what's going on right now.
Yeah, it looks like Jax is going to pretty handily take that blue buff right there from the bot lane after Jarvan with that unsuccessful gank in the bot lane, wasting a lot of time. He may try to come in here on the mid lane, but it looks like Vlad is just too far back for him to do anything.
Ooh, Thresh with a nice yank.
Thresh another hook, and getting the flash and the ignite is gone from Tahm Kench, so his summoners are going to be down here for a little while, giving the Wolves White team a little bit of an advantage here.
So we are neck and neck as far as gold goes after 3 minutes. Neither team pulling too far away from the other. It's like Jax and Jarvan still even with their CS score. Everybody pretty much even.
There's a gank coming in from the top lane here, and Renekton having to burn his flash. Jax might be able to get the jump on him, but not being able to get in range. Just doesn't have enough movement speed yet. But Renekton will probably have to either heal up and be low or do the recall and lose a few CS here. It looks like he's going to risk it and stay low and try to fight this Urgot top lane. And Jax already with another gank, definitely getting a lot of work done from the jungle, pushing all these lanes back in. And Jarvan thinking about a gank there for a second in the mid, but knowing that they could not fight that with as strong as Jax is right now, doing such a good job ganking. Thresh gonna try to land a hook here and decides not to, doesn't want to engage on that Caitlyn just in case they try to all in them right there before they get to the tower.
As Imperium keeping a slight gold advantage here, 1 to 200, but
Thresh landing another hook, throwing that Tahm Kench into tower range, but he did not get the aggro there because of our minions under the tower as well. A good hook by Thresh right there. Both bot lanes being pretty aggressive here in the early game. Definitely trying to test each other out and seeing him locking down that Caitlyn. And let's see if they can turn this into a kill with the Jax. Tahm Kench picking up Caitlyn, trying to get away, and they get the first blood on Tahm Kench. Caitlyn trying to get away, but just cannot, and Kasai getting the double kill right there. A great gank from the Wolves White jungle.
Wolves White jump out to 1,000 gold lead and a 2-0 kill lead at 5 minutes into the match.
Yeah, that just shows you how important that first blood is, and getting that double kill as well just puts you even more over the top. That they had a almost exactly even lead right there, and then the Wolves White now has a 1,200 gold lead on them. And Jax coming in, ganking the mid lane again. This is just...
Urgot putting all kinds of pressure on top lane.
Yeah, Renekton tries to get in close there, and then Urgot shuts him down and lets him know that he does not need to be trying to 1v1 him right there. Jax getting a lot of good damage out, but he's going to have to back off with this Yasuo, and they may be able to log down the kill on him,
Jax is going to fall.
Unfortunate, but the Wolves White team landing another hook on that Caitlyn down.
Oh, and Tahm Kench does get to eat. He does eat him.
Does try to throw him under the tower there, but Dilly Bar just quick enough to get that flash off so he doesn't get tower aggro.
It's a very unique move where Tahm Kench actually eats the enemy opponent and spits him back out.
Yeah, it's a really good mechanic. He can save his AD carry if they get too low, or he can, like he just tried to do, eat an enemy player and throw them under the tower to try to get that cheeky kill. And so we're seeing about an 1,100 gold lead here, 6 minutes 45 seconds in. Pretty good advantage here for the Wolves White team.
As both teams doing work here in their laning phase.
Let's see.
Blues.
Thresh lands another hook, pulls in there, and they're going to get another gank. But this time from mid lane, and they're going to try their best to shut down both of them and get this Tahm Kench. But he does burn his flash.
Ooh,
Vlad coming in. And the hook kills him as soon as it lands. Let's see if they try to take a couple plates here. That mid lane is going to be left open for just a second, and Yasuo is going to try to pressure, but Jax is right there to come back just in case they do.
They may try to go for this dragon here, this mountain drake maybe.
Ooh, it looks like they may be trying to roam up mid and try to secure a kill on Yasuo. Kasai definitely power spiking right now with that many kills.
And that's what they're attempting to do here.
Thresh landing the hook, locking down Yasuo.
Can they get it?
It's
so close.
Kasai coming in, Yasuo with the knockout, but it was just not enough. That Kasai Thresh combo Thresh is just doing amazing today with those hooks and flays, just locking down everybody he needs to at the right time.
Well, excellent use of time and resources there as they move up the mid lane to secure that kill.
Yeah, definitely they were in an advantage position there in the bot lane with those 2 kills, and then taking that Yasuo, who was not expecting anyone to come back to his lane. Looks like Blake may get taken out right here with that heavy gank. That's exactly why Jarvan is a good jungler right there. He can just pull himself into the lane and lock you into a circle, and you cannot get away unless you have a flash up.
Well, that was a great opportunity for the Wolves White to slay that mountain drake that was down the bot jungle.
Yep, and it looks like they're probably going to secure 2 more kills right here and just continue to shut this lane down, just making sure that the Imperium team just does not have an AD carry for the game, which is just absolutely devastating. She does, however, have 43 CS, which is almost as much as she had the entire last game, which is definitely good for her, but the 4-0 for the Kasai on the Wolves White team just absolutely demolishes any sort of CS advantage that Caitlyn might get. One thing about this team comp for the Imperium team, the Wolves White team probably won't need to build much magic resist, if any, because all of their champions are just AD champions, which is definitely going to put the Imperium team at a disadvantage here. And Jarvan misclicking there, probably, accidentally throwing himself back into the Wolves White team.
That's what it looked like. Yeah, the Yasuo was not going to be able to escape from this one, and neither is Tahm Kench.
And Blake getting the kill on Renekton up there in the top lane too.
Yeah. And Yasuo does actually get away.
Yasuo gets away, but it looks like the Wolves White team is going to try to get some turret plating here if he doesn't stick around, which if he does, it's very likely that he dies here.
As Urgot doing massive damage on this tower.
Just demolishing that tower this early in the game. That is some crazy damage output coming from him. He will probably be able to get that next piece of plating and back and get some good items and continue to get ahead of that Renekton up there.
So if you're just now joining us, the Wolves White is the red side. So the Wolves White have a commanding 11-2 lead and a 4,000 gold lead after 11 minutes in the match. Nice yank by Thresh.
Another hook. And the Flay got both Yasuo and Caitlyn. Yasuo having to burn that flash to get out of there. The threshold, you have to flash to get out of there. That slow just, it pretty much just kills you because you cannot hardly move at all. Yasuo trying to come from the riverside or get back up to mid lane to try to help out with the Vlad. And we may see a 3v3 here in the river. And Vlad going in with the engage, knowing he has a really strong AD carry and a good support coming in to lock some of these guys down. First landing another hook, and Kasai just going in on that Tom Kench. Not going to secure the kill, but get a lot of damage off onto him. Or
that
going
may
in
not
pretty
be
hard.
Good for Kasai on that move.
Kasai burning the flash there.
Ooh, but Jack's coming in from behind, landing the hit.
Definitely Wolfe County being really aggressive, but getting a lot of good poke off. So, and Urgot is just being left to himself up in that top lane, and he's going to be able to push that tower hard while Renekton and the entire Imperium team is just in mid lane, not even realizing that he's up there taking towers.
Well, they're going to realize it right now because that tower just is about to fall.
Thresh landing another hook. He is like a machine today. Now Urgot definitely
Gonna back and go buy some items.
he has plenty gold to spend there. He took that entire tower down with every single plate, so he's gonna have a lot of extra gold to spend. And getting that cleaver and ninja tabbies this early, two full items, as well as a longsword and a Doran blade.
Yeah, we have not even seen the turret plating fall, as they don't fall until the 14-minute mark. So, a huge advantage here for Wolfe County.
Yep, and that Renekton not even getting one plate in that top lane, that is a really big advantage right there. And Thresh landing another hook, but not being able to engage with them being under tower. Looks like Urgot's going to be coming in here, and they may be setting up for a team fight to try to see if they can get some of these plates on the mid tower before it falls. Thresh landing another hook, but the team not in position to engage.
And the turret plating has fallen, so that will definitely make it interesting here whenever one team gets the advantage in this lane. Kind of unusual to see them just sort of hanging out here in mid lane. Usually we see a team fight or some sort of engage.
Yeah, both teams just searching for that opportunity, and Caitlyn getting a lot of poke off there, getting some of these Wolves White players lows, while the entire Imperium team still sitting at full HP. We see Renekton back off, so you may see the Wolves White team engage here with only 4 of the Imperium players, while Renekton goes to try to recover up in the top lane. But the Wolves White will definitely need a minion wave or to land a good Thresh hook to get this fight going.
And the Thresh is kind of moving down. He may be looking to sneak in a pull, and he misses.
And he tried the blind pull, but just to no avail. And we've got Urgot going back to the top lane, knowing Renekton's going to get to the tower. He may be able to secure a kill here if Renekton's overextended too far. But Renekton with that dash away, it's just hard to catch up to him. We see our bot lane going back down there, summoning the Rift Herald, and probably going to take this bot tower fairly easily. Not going to be much of a contest from the blue team right now, but they are going to be coming up from behind. Looks like they may be going for a Drake right here. Yep, and they exchanged the tower for the Drake. It was, looks like an Ocean Drake. But the Wolves White team not taking any time to just start to go back in on a hard engage and take down that Yasuo very easily.
And this Tom Kench is going to be in trouble here.
Yep, looks
as
like
Jack secures the kill.
And they might come up in here to this mid lane to see if they can get Jarvan, but it looks like he's going to back off so he can recall. Or go fight this Urgot in the top lane, who's just absolutely destroying as soon as the Imperium team lets their guard down. He goes and split pushes. Jarvan not going to get here in time to save that tower, and Blake is going to get out just fine. And Jarvan,
he's going to go after him.
Jarvan is going to do his best to get away because he knows he cannot fight that fight.
And Jack's securing a blue buff. job from Blake Blackburn securing that blue buff down in the top jungle, or bot jungle. And Wolves Blue maintaining a 7,000 gold lead here with a 14-2 kill lead. And that could change at any given second. As we see that Tom Kinch down on the bot lane trying to get some tower, trying to get some form of offense going here, some momentum for the Imperium team, but Wolves White's just on top of every move they make. And they may look to surround them here.
That looks like the Wolves White team is going to back up here a little bit and regroup because they've got Jarvan coming in. May try to set up for a team fight here. They definitely have the advantage here in the mid lane right now.
And that Tom Kinch is going to look to secure that bot tower with nobody down there.
Looks like Urgot and Kassar are going to go down here and try to get this Tom Kinch off guard so they can shut him down.
And they do have him on the run, and that tower is going to just... Yep. Urgot with the kill. And look at the farm lead. 116-83 over Renekton.
And which we see a farm lead from the Jarvan in the jungle, but...
massive team fight here in mid lane as the Wolves White go on a killing spree. Can they eliminate? Oh, rampage by Kassar, and looks like Fresh did get shut down, but
and Vlad coming in with a double kill. Well, that was a really good exchange for the Wolves White team. It was a 3-for-1 trade, and killing a support, that's a kill nonetheless, but definitely not nearly as valuable as the kills that the Wolves White team got, especially with them getting 3 of them.
And they are going to secure this tower.
Jarvan and Tom Kinch coming in. They can probably going to secure the kill on Jax there, getting the shutdown on Jax. But definitely he wanted to stay there and try to secure the rest of that tower.
Well, with that tower being so low, that was a decent trade to make sure that tower did fall.
Yeah, that was a hard play call to make, and I think he made the right one there. And just shutting Tom Kinch down like he didn't have any HP at all, and him setting it full. Just they do so much damage right now. They're going to try to make another push here and see if they can get a couple kills. And Thresh is back up on his way to land that amazing hook he's had all day to try to get another team fight going.
And an engage here by Urgot.
See, just shredding that Yasuo like he just did not have any help
and
there.
That Kington.
Looks like J4 is trying to get out of there as fast as he can, knowing that they can't fight that fight by themselves. Wolves White putting some pressure on the tower here. Fresh hooking a minion instead of Caitlyn, but it does not stop them. They secure that kill on Caitlyn, and J4 trying to go in and secure that cheeky kill there on Urgot, but he's not going to be able to do it. He's going to get out of there as fast as he can.
And with this minion wave here, they're going to be able to take this tower, or at least do a lot of damage on this tower.
Yep, they've got all that pressure there in the mid lane, and then Jackson the top lane split pushing in. Yasuo just completely, there he goes. He starts to turn around now, realizing that Jax is up there doing some heavy tower damage in the top lane. Jax shouldn't have any trouble getting away from Yasuo here though. J4 trying to collapse in and shut the Jax down again, but Jax just too quick for them to come in on him.
As we see Urgot going here for the Ocean Drake.
Yep. It's going to be a pretty easy dragon secure here for the Wolves White team, just to add to their lead and the buffs that they have gotten from these dragons.
As Wolves White has a 11,000 gold lead, almost 11,000 with a 22-4 kill lead.
Yeah, and a very impressive thing here is 4 towers to 0. The Wolves, although they have a low tower in the bot, they have not let any of their towers fall yet, which is pretty significant here at the 21-minute mark. And the Wolves watching, just waiting for that minion wave, and then Urgot teleporting top to try to put some pressure. Jarvan is going to be here, and it looks like Renekton's going to come up with the follow-up. It may be a hard 2v1 here, but the Wolves watching collapsing down on that bottom lane. They got the turret, but it looks like it's going to cost both of their lives here. Caitlyn should be able to, they should be able to get her, and 3 people collapsing in here on Urgot and doing a lot of damage. But just pulling, I think, even all three of their ultimates there to try to shut him down, which is good for the rest of the team because they will not have those in the next team fight. And all but one of the Wolves' white team is still up.
We possibly might see a Baron engage here in the next few minutes as well. Although they may look to take one of those towers before they engage with Baron.
Yep, and it looks like the Wolves White has a lot of minions there in the bot lane too that Jackson's going to have to clear out before he can get up and team fight. It's a pretty even match right now. Neither team trying to be very aggressive. Just trying to see what they can do and take advantage of. And Vlad going to get caught by the Jarvan ability, but to no avail. Just the Wolves White are going to have to defend pretty hard here, but now all the team is there except for Thresh and the Imperium team, knowing they cannot fight that fight. Even with a 5v4, it would be very hard for them to win it.
So Wolves White continuing to put pressure here on mid lane.
Yep, it looks like the White team, or the Wolves White team, has a lot of minions up there in the top lane too. Just continuing to do a little bit of damage to that tower at a time.
Oh, we see a huge engage here as Urgot gets the kill on Tom Kench, and Kasai is getting the, oh my gosh.
A double kill by Blake there, and Renekton getting locked down, and a triple kill from Urgot. We are definitely going to see a tower fall here, and we could even see a Quadra come out of Urgot right here if they can push this fast enough, which a close hook there by Thresh, but Jarvan just missing it. Thresh having to throw that blind hook over the wall and almost gets it.
And that minion wave is shortly behind, but they may be going for Baron here.
And, yep, we're going to see the Wolf SWAT team here go for Baron while 4 of the enemy's team players are down, and they're going to try to do a 3-man, so Vlad can, or 4-man, so Vlad can hold in the mid lane at least long enough to distract them and make them think they're not going for Baron. But Baron falling rather quickly here for the Wolves White team.
Just massive damage on Baron at this point.
Yeah, we will probably see some backs and autumn buys, and then a good push here and try to engage on the team fight and take advantage of all these buffs they get from Baron. We see Urgot just eating that Caitlyn, getting the double kill. Let's see if we can get a triple kill. Another triple kill here for Urgot. Just Blake having another great game here. Yeah, the entire Wolves White team doing a great job here, just showing how they've come together as a team and just got that teamwork down to like it's clockwork.
And they've really grown this season as a team. You know, they're trusting each other, and their teamwork is just on showcase here today.
Yeah, they're just shredding enemy champions and tearing these towers and inhibitors down like it's their job. They are just doing an amazing job.
And Tom Kent's just going down so quickly. Oh, and he somehow survives. But Wolf's White does get this inhibitor, which means that super minions are going to be spawning.
And they've got empowered minions there just following them up. They could try to make a final push here if they can get a good team fight, especially with that Thresh hook. That is going to be a big advantage for the Y team right here. They might be able to take down this first tower. Just shredding the Caitlyn.
And Jax with the double kill.
And those empowered minions helping greatly on that tower. That tower just going down and down and down. An extremely strong Wolves White team here. Looks like they're going to go ahead and secure this victory.
Yeah. Good job for the Wolves White as they beat Kentucky Day School. As the Wolves White beat Kentucky Day School Imperium. So we'll be back in just a moment with our player of the game. And we are joined here with our player of the game, junior Logan Creech. So, Logan, congratulations. Good matchup there. So,
Thank you.
played with, who was your character?
I played
Vlad.
Vladimir.
We thought that was Kasai, I think, that time, didn't we? Yeah.
No, I played Vlad.
We were mistaken, so when you go back and look at the film, you get a good laugh out of me and Will here. But good job. You went 6-0-15, and you were just all over the place, man. You were a huge contributor to that win. So what are your thoughts on that matchup?
I mean, I went into it and I was like, boys, I'm getting player of the game, and I'm KSing everybody who tries to get a kill. So that's kind of why I was everywhere. But their Yas had 50,000 mastery points, and I knew that Vlad hard counters him. So I was just going to try to take over my lane and not let him advance any.
Right. So what are your thoughts looking back on this season and how far you all have grown as a team?
Oh, it's a really good season. The chemistry was we had to work out who was going where, but now we have really good chemistry together. And Matt's a great shot caller and barely ever gets us all killed. Yeah,
that's always good.
He's always if he gets fed early game, then we win. It's automatic, pretty much.
Well, do you want to give any other shout-outs to your teammates or family or anybody?
Shout out to my team. They're really good. Blake did a lot that game too. He decided to start kill stealing from me there at the end and stealing everything that I was doing after I stole everything that he did. And also shout out my little brother Caden. I can still 1v1 him anytime, but I mean, he's getting a lot better, and by the time he reaches high school, hopefully he'll be really good.
All right, good deal. Well, thanks for joining us, Logan Creech, player of the game here for round 2. Wolves White coming away with the victory against Imperium. We want to thank everybody for joining us, and we'll be back on Thursday night for your Wolves Blue versus Henry Clay, another top matchup in the state rankings. So come back and join us on Thursday. Thanks for watching.